This book right here, it totally changed my life, and I really want everyone to go out and read it. Today I'm going to tell you why I love this book so much and how it dramatically changed my life. Stay tuned. Have you ever read a book that as you're turning the pages, you feel like it was written just for you? I totally had that experience while I was reading this book, Year of Yes by Shonda Rhimes, and I loved it, and to be honest, it really kind of changed my life and the way that I think about facing my fears. I'm going to tell you why I loved it and who I think this book is totally meant for. As humans, most of us do not like being uncomfortable, afraid, scared, or not super confident. And so we often say no or just don't take advantage of opportunities because we're afraid. And as I've talked about before, when we do that, when we say no to things because we're afraid, our world kind of gets smaller and smaller and smaller. So in this book, Shonda Rhimes talks about the power of saying yes. And in fact, she challenges herself for a whole year to say yes to things that scare her. Like no debating, no overthinking, yes. She'll do it, yes. And so through that, she really learns about the power of facing her fears. And as I read her book, I learned that as well. Basically, nothing is off the table. It's yes, yes, yes to things that make us afraid. Now, if you're thinking, wait, Dr. Allison, didn't you just do a video a couple months ago about learning how to say no so you stop overcommitting? Yeah, I did. And Shonda Rhimes doesn't talk about like literally saying yes to everything so she becomes like a busy, overwhelmed person. The key is that you're saying yes to things that make you afraid or that are uncomfortable or that are difficult or that you're not certain about. So sometimes there's a play on words where she's saying yes to saying no, right? Or she's saying yes to setting boundaries. So don't get hung up in that idea of you say yes to everything and then like you're overwhelmed and like losing your mind. It's about saying yes to things that make you afraid. And when we do that, we learn so much about ourselves. I have found myself saying yes to some things in the last couple months that otherwise I think I would have said, no, I'm not sure I can do that. And what I've learned is I can do those things. And I am more capable, resilient, and stronger than I think. If you are someone who feels fear in a major way or often says no because you're not sure or you're not certain or you're not 100% confident, this book is for you because I think you're going to learn that there is power in doing things that you're afraid of. I also want to give a special shout out to Shonda Rhimes, not that she'll ever see this, but I loved in this book that she owns her power. She is a highly influential figure in our culture, and I think particularly as women, we are often taught to kind of minimize, no thanks, oh no, it's nothing. She owns her power, not in a boastful way, but in a really honest and vulnerable, but also a very empowering way. So I love that, and I think if that speaks to you as a person or particularly as a woman, you will love that thread in this book. This book, I'm serious, I'm not exaggerating. After I read it, I can hear kind of her voice in my own head about saying yes to things. When we say yes to things that scare us, the world expands and suddenly we are experiencing and learning in ways that we probably didn't think were possible. I want you to go read this book. It's amazing. If you've already read it, I would love to hear what you thought, so please leave a comment below telling me what you loved, how it changed your life, or what it meant to you. And again, everybody has to go read it. I love it. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, by the way, if you're watching this on YouTube, definitely hit subscribe because you'll be the first to find out about new videos and new content here at Dr. Allison Answers. Thanks so much, y'all, and go say yes.